Hello guys, welcome back. This is the next vlog from the Give First Initiative. Patrick again. I'm happy to tell you today my perspective on where the world is moving. So where is all that we're doing as a global people, where is that heading and where are we going? So what is the biggest trends we see today? Many of them I've already touched on, and many of them you already know. So I just want to summarize that, you know, the huge surging trend, as we know, is of course technology, and in particular, I want to speak today a bit about software and finance, and especially this. I want to touch just the outer layer today of FinTech as a potential solution for global problems. So financial technology, that is, if you didn't know, it's a big sector that's risen up since 2008-ish. Then, which means smaller startup companies in the financial area are now ready to disrupt the banks because they possess the potential to lose the middle man of the bank by offering their services directly to people to do the banking on their mobile, for example. They are now in the process of many of them working together or collaborating and with the big banks, and it's just a great example of how small people, by putting in their effort and creating small projects, they can join hands with the people that have been running our global system for a very long time, and based on that to provide a more bottom-up as well as this top-down approach, which is also okay. So yeah, but together more effectively, more reaching people directly, and because of this technology advancement, more rapidly. So yeah, then speaking about the FinTech as a whole, then there are many different areas. I want to go into them a little bit. Just some examples. You know, there's insurance companies or what, mobile banking, mobile money. There's microcredit. There's many different financial areas. But they're acting, and this is a crucial point I want to say. They're acting in a form of oneness. So there is also such a thing now, which is called FinTech Federation, which is a hub of all these different financial technology companies coming together to work together, to collaborate together, to solve problems together, and to move very fast, essentially, to move very quickly, which is a effective solution of building bridges not only within the financial area, but then linking out to other areas as well. So I want to just take one example which I was reading about, which is of FinTech with the potential to really revolutionize in a completely extraordinary sense the world of trade, and many of you will know what I'm talking about with the blockchain and the Bitcoin, which have been developing more and more recently and have seen rapid investment. So talking about the blockchain, then this is a simple idea where each transaction that is made is recorded on the blockchain. And so there was this one example which I wanted to touch today, which was how in the diamond trade, for instance, you know, these guys who have been mining diamonds illegally for hundreds, who knows how many years, then finally there might be a way into that system to make it accountable and transparent. Wow, that's quite something big to say, actually. So these guys, if they will want to do international trade in the future, then it looks likely that, you know, blockchain will be this let's say a record bookkeeping of all transactions. They will have to be inside this system, and this system naturally makes all the transactions transparent. So it just means simply, you know, like no more illegal blood diamond activities, which, okay, I say very simply now, and it's not happening right now because that's still going on, but the potential to make this transparent through technology to reach those parts of the world in the Gold Coast in Africa and so on, then it's huge. Actually, it's really big. It cannot be equal in terms of potential to spread and reach different parts of the world very quickly and solve problems effectively. So anyway, this is one area, this big area, that I might touch again in later videos in many different ways, because there are so many infinite potentials that come out of this now. So yeah, why I'm saying this is because it's one really good example of an interconnected network of people, of idea freaks, people who have great thoughts and visions for how to use our globalization, our global development collectively in the future. And this exact unity, then, if we're talking in terms of bigger goals, right, of not just company goals, but of goals of humanity. So I feel like the UN was trying to really collect all of the main goals of humanity, really, when they set these 2030 sustainable development goals. And so they put their sights high on reducing poverty completely, and really trying to make an impact on the effects of climate change right now, reducing the percentage increase, the rate of increase dramatically. They have really their sights set high, and it's really good to see that. It's very, very positive, very encouraging. But in reality, you know, it's such a big area, because if it's setting goals for all humanity, and humanity is not everyone involved in it, it won't happen, actually. But what I want to say today is that, based on this example we have from the financial technology, which is developing in harmony. Okay, there's not perfect. Okay, there's many examples of disagreements and conflict, but the point is where people are trying really actively to make one interconnected network and sphere of activity, which can really proactively take action and achieve result quickly. And based on this kind of unity, this kind of harmony, then we can make the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN a reality very soon, actually, even before 2030. I believe that. So yeah, then talking about this unity, then it must be area by area, right? There must be some kind of separation into fields, and one great example, I'll put the link in the description, is of the localization of the Sustainable Development Goals. That's a separate website which is creating a platform and content and a user base of people who are in their local areas, trying one by one, step by step, trying to solve these problems. So one step at a time, they can really try and make some proactive movement and collective effort, and it's very good to see. So that's an example. But in the broader scheme of things, then why I'm speaking here in front of you from the Give First Initiative project point of view is that I really believe, if you didn't catch from previous messages, that we can truly create a platform of true giving, which means in essence we are somehow restoring our original desire to give, our original human nature, which tells me that I am the same as you, although we are unique people, but that our ideas are just there for sharing, and there's nothing which is being held back for my own sake, for my own personal gain. Absolutely not. So this kind of idea, where also in the diamond trade, speaking before then, where there's every transaction should be public. There is literally no limit to what you can express to the other people, and when you can build the platform based on this idea, really that unity can empower people to take action, and to not take action but take integrated action, take communicated action through developing partnerships from within fields, but from field to field and from country to country, beyond barriers and beyond race. And this is kind of really the essence of who I am and who you are is just to give. And this platform, when we're talking about the fourth revolution of industry nowadays in the World Economic Forum, a huge topic, but really then how can we strike the root of that? The core of that is by adding a fifth revolution of the heart, which means our empathy to give, and then our desire to know how we can give in the best way and collectively have a methodology to work together. So again, I promote to you not my platform but our platform, which can be the Give First initiative, which means we can discover together the way by sharing our ideas and our thoughts and feelings based on the objectives, based on the goals of reducing poverty, of creating sustainable environments, sustainable cities, sustainable urban environments, and all of the rest of the goals. In the core of what I want to say to you is really that catching this spirit of interconnectivity, which I have been inspired by the FinTech community, then we can build a sense of cooperation within our global network that has not been seen before based on these goals. And when we really fulfill these goals together, imagine the fulfillment of the satisfaction that we will create as one, which means from really individual up, which means really from each person giving some sense of identity based on these goals, based on a common humanity. That is unprecedented, that is unforeseen to have each individual empowered in this way. And it's not going to be easy. That's the really obvious point. It's really not easy to bring people together, because right now our world, our self from other people, relationships generally so separated, right? So this is core problem. How can we overcome this unity? It doesn't come from just having clear goals. It comes from inside of me changing toward my attitude toward the next person. And then I can really make an impact on him and he can make an impact on me, and we can be vulnerable to each other and make this kind of partnerships and networks between companies, between governments, between NGOs, between all sectors. This is incredible potential that we have as individuals to lower ourselves in front of the goal. And this is really great way of moving forward and of building something, building together. So this is what I propose again to you, that you can catch from me and resonate some idea, some point which can really touch what it is that you want to do with your life, and what kind of things you are doing. Maybe you're already doing some social impact, or you know somebody who's making some pizza to give out to homeless people locally, or something small, anything. These kind of examples, we want to hear them, and I would really love to get your feedback, get your opinion, and hear what you have to share on this topic, what you know, what experiences you've had, and how much we can really create a reality based on my dream, right? My vision, which I'm such a dreamer, but when it's based and rooted in reality, of course you can make it happen. So yeah, let's not hesitate toward these goals, but create a really rapid movement toward making things happen in this world based on interconnectivity, harmony centered on good achievement of goals. And this simple point can really bring together many people in a very strong and collective and united way. So thank you for listening today. As always, my email will be in the description here. I'll mention the organizations, the UN, localization of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. I'll put a link in the description. Go check them out. They're doing great things. And we'll continue to move together in this way, and I hope we can discover this together. I'm not saying I know everything about this topic. I feel like I know such little, but I'm saying this because I want to hear from you. I want to know your feedback and your opinion of how we can make that work, that collective effort, a substantial reality. We can really achieve those goals before 2030. I have to believe that. You have to believe that. And this can be really great sharing of data and spreading of source, which we can all learn and develop from. So thank you for listening. I look forward to hearing your feedback, your comments, your ideas, and I look forward to working together with you sincerely. So please stay tuned. I'll be back and see you tomorrow.